Hi everyone, I'm Jason Evanish. This is my co-founder Ashkan Akami, and this is GreenhornTV, episode 47 for the week of October 24th through October 30th. We're here to tell you about all the cannot miss events for the week.
Absolutely. Let's kick it off real quick on Monday. On Monday, the Small Business Technology Tour. Jason, what is this all about?
So they're going on tour all across the country. They're going to be in places like San Francisco and Boston, and it's all going to be talking about tools for building your business. So it should be a really cool event. It's an all-day event. You can win prizes, and there's going to be lots of discussions that are going to be active and participatory.
Sounds good. 8 a.m. To 5 p.m. on Monday. There's a cost associated to it, $100, and it's going to be happening in Microsoft Nerd. Jason, you going to be attending this? Or
Nah, I'll be at work at 1:40.
You work shenanigans.
Yeah.
Tuesday, we got a couple events. The first being They Said It Couldn't Be Done.
Yep.
Jason, what is this all about?
So MIT's pulling out all the stops here to show you how all of science fiction is becoming science fact, and it's great startups in Boston. So you got all kinds of things like Witricity, which is wireless electricity. You've got Terrafugia, which is a roadable aircraft or flying car, and iRobot, which of course has a robot that will clean your house for you, and some other great companies. And the whole idea is to show you how science and technology is inspired by science fiction and sometimes becomes fact.
So that's like the DeLorean?
What is?
Terrafugia?
No.
Did you say food in cars?
It's flying car.
Oh, flying car. I think
Flying.
But still, it's kind of like the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Right, but they're more of a aircraft that happens to drive.
I know, and then the wings come out. I got you. I saw it. Anyways, it's happening at MIT Status Center, 5:30 to 9 p.m. Jason, you and your shenanigans. Next, Lean Startup Circle Boston monthly meetup is happening as well on Tuesday. Jason, what is this all about?
So the Lean Startups is all about how you build a company based on customer feedback, customer development. This group is all about bringing people together to educate and answer questions. And so this month they're going to have a number of companies present their most recent problems, and we're going to work through them as a group, led by the Organization Entrepreneur Gap, which is this thing about Lean Startups.
Sounds great. That's going to be happening at Microsoft Nerd at 6 to 8 p.m. on Tuesday. Jason, where are you going to be?
I'm going to check out Lean Startups. Can't get enough of it.
Sounds good. On Wednesday, there's also two really good events you should check out. Founders Dialogue. Jason, for those who don't know Founders Dialogue, let them know.
Sure. So this is organized by Eric Paley, who's a VC with Founders Collective. And so what they do is they bring on a very successful CEO or entrepreneur to talk about their experience growing their company. Past ones include Big Mounts and Kiva Systems. And so now this month they have Diane Hess, founder and CEO of CommuniSpace. She's really awesome, great speaker, and so it's going to be really cool to hear him ask her some of the tough questions about the early days and growing the company.
Sounds great. It's going to be happening over at Microsoft Nerd. Starts at 6, so be sure to check that out. And of course, the big event, MIT 100K Elevator Pitch Contest happening as well. Jason, for those who don't know what the 100K is all about, let them know.
So the MIT 100K is a long-standing contest to try to launch businesses out of MIT. You need to have at least one MIT student on your team. But this is a really cool precursor to the business plan competition, and that's all about the elevator pitch. You get 60 seconds to give your great pitch. Last year was a ton of fun. They had the speakers were in spacesuits, and they had a space shuttle on stage. And the winner was an awesome speech that tied prostate cancer to Indiana Jones, and it was funny.
Sounds good. It's over at the Kirsch Auditorium at MIT, so be sure to check it out. It's going to be happening from 7 to 9:30 on Wednesday. Jason, where are you going to be?
I'm going to be double dipping. I'm going to hit Founders Collective, Founders Dialogue first, and then I'm going to swing by to hopefully catch the tail end of the awesome pitches for MIT 100K.
You would be double dipping. All right, moving on to Thursday. Mass High Tech All-Star Celebration. Jason, for those who don't know, let them know what's going on here.
Sure, so Mass High Tech's been doing this for 15 years. They award and recognize some of the best in our local industry. This is a great night to celebrate great companies. And so they're going to be hitting on all the industries. It'll be great. And they have a really cool contest going on right now, actually, on Twitter, where if you, as people retweet about their event, they actually are going to sponsor more young entrepreneurs to be able to go to the event for free.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. It's going to be happening at 510 Atlantic Avenue, 6 to 9 p.m. on Thursday. Jason, you going to check this out?
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I can be one of those lucky free entrepreneurs. Greenhorn doesn't have any money to pay for a table, though.
He's just got no dollar bills. We're working on it.
Yeah.
Friday, there's also a really cool event happening. The 2010 Babson College Rocket Pitch. Jason, for those who don't know, please fill them in.
Sure. So this is a great annual contest. This is the 11th year for it. They now have Olin College, who's their neighbor, of course, They're all going to have pitches there, so this is a great opportunity to see young entrepreneurs giving their pitches and supporting the young entrepreneur community, student community.
Sounds great. It's happening 8 to 12:30 on Friday. Check them out over at Olin as well. Jason, you gonna go out to Babson and check it out, or no?
No, I'm gonna be working at 140. It's a bit of a trip to get out there, unfortunately.
All right. Moving on to our next segment, which is the event of the week, sponsored by Microsoft, of course. And this is the one event, if you had to go to it, that you should definitely attend. Jason, drumroll, please. And the event is Founders Dialogue and the MIT 100K. Jason.
So, Wednesday is the big day of the week. There are no other days quite as big as what's going on Wednesday night. So you definitely need to go to one of them. I'm going to be going to two of them. So I'm saying you need to go to either of them. They're both fantastic events. I'm very disappointed actually that they're on the same night because I would be at both if they were separate nights. But since they're the same, I'm saying you got to be at one of them, if not both.
He couldn't decide. Moving on to our next segment, Office Hours Roundup. This is where we highlight some individuals in the industry who you can actually ask some tough questions you can go see and learn about a specific topic. Let's kick it off with Wednesday. There's Javier Cortez at BWP. Jason, for those who don't know Javier, what is he all about? What's BWP all about?
So Boston World Partnerships is all about connecting the entire business community, not just startup community, across Boston and internationally even. One of their connectors, Javier Cortez, has expertise in brand strategy, design, and communications. So if you want to check out, get tapped into their network, get some feedback in those spaces, this is your opportunity.
Sounds good. Be sure to check out Javier Wednesday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. You can stop by, or he actually takes phone calls. So if you can't stop by, you can speak to him on the phone. Moving on to Thursday, there's Dogpatch Labs, who is holding office hours, and also the Venture Cafe, which is over at the Cambridge Innovation Center. Jason, really quickly, Dogpatch and Venture Cafe, what's going on?
Sure. So Dogpatch Labs is free, open office space, courtesy of the Polaris Ventures guys. This is your opportunity to come check out the companies that are already in there, as well as get feedback from a VC who will be there. The one catch is you got to email ahead to make sure that they're there at the time because they float around a lot between that and their other offices. Venture Cafe is this awesome place. It's a place where entrepreneurs, investors, and fans can all meet, eat, and greet. They are in the process of getting a final space, but in the meantime, they're at the CIC. And so this is a great chance to drink some free beer. They get high-quality beer, none of this cheap stuff. And meet with other entrepreneurs, and there's also VCs there who you can get office hours with.
Sounds good. Dogpatch is 222 3rd Street in Cambridge, and that's 2 to 5 on Thursday. And Venture Cafe happens from 3 to 8 p.m. on Thursday at 1 Broadway in Cambridge. So be sure to check them out. Next, moving on to Friday, Bain Capital is hosting office hours. Jason, real quick, what's Bain all about?
Sure. So Bain Capital is another organization that does investment in the community. So they have office hours so you can get feedback from some of the people on their team. And so this is your chance to check it out, send them an email, get connected with them, and get a meeting.
Sounds good. They're over at Venture Cafe on Thursdays. And
then they're on Venture Cafe on Friday.
Are they on Fridays? Yeah. Wow. All right. They're there on Fridays, and they're also at their headquarters at 111 Huntington Avenue, too. Yeah. So you can go either or.
Whichever side of the river you're on,
Whatever works. 3 to 5.
Yeah.
Make sure it happens. Next, we'd like to highlight upcoming events. But for upcoming events, Jason, what do we do for upcoming events this time?
So we do a monthly countdown, and since the month's wrapping up, most of the events in the countdown are either this week or previous week. So if you have a great event in November, make sure it's on our calendar. And if you want to get a shout out in our countdown, all you got to do is contact us. We're on Twitter. You can find us all kinds of places.
That's right. Next, let's quickly talk about our Career Connector. Jason, for those who don't know what this is all about, fill them in.
Sure. So there are over 35 companies now in the Greenhorn Career Connector. It's all about your company's culture and why you're awesome, why you cannot miss being on there. And if you're looking for jobs, we've got all kinds of stuff, everything from internships and social media to full-time developer jobs. So there's something for everyone.
Sounds great. So be sure to check that out. And also, you can go on our calendar at greenhornconnect.com. It's searchable, list format, and you can actually add your own events. If you have any comments or questions, please reach out to Jason at greenhornconnect.com and follow us at Greenhorn Boston on Twitter. And that's it for us.
Have a good week, guys. See you out there.